government is to pursue giving police and crime commissioners wider functional power, said to be in line with those powers held by fire and rescue authorities and most mayoral combined authorities, such as in Greater Manchester and West Yorkshire, and by the London Mayor. The Home Office said there was a strong support for the move in the consultation, and it was the favoured approach overall. Now, of course, it was favoured. Who in these positions doesn't want more power to get away with what they want? This wider functional power will include the power for the Police and Crime Commissioner to charge and to trade, as well as to do things indirectly related to Police and Crime Commissioner functions. For example, fire and rescue authorities can do anything which they consider is directly related or indirectly incidental to their functions and can enter into commercial agreements. The Home Office said that a wider power would also encourage greater ambition, innovation and creativity in their approach to tackling crime and public safety issues. It will also enable them to play a wider role in the criminal justice system, particularly in the respect of offender management, by providing them with the tools and levers to enhance wider public service delivery through forming effective partnerships with housing, education and health partners. The government has said that the move could give police and crime commissioners the ability to tackle issues outside of policing, such as community safety, or enable them to have more influence over criminal justice agencies where there are evident shared priorities and outcomes locally. Just what we need: another interfering busybody who thinks they know better, getting involved in things that are of no concern to them. The government's intention is that mayors who hold police and crime commissioner functions, such as in London, Greater Manchester and West Yorkshire, would have the same power of competence as other police and crime commissioners to maintain consistency of powers in the police governance model. This would also bring them in line with the wider functional powers these mayors hold in respect of their general functions, and with the powers held by most other mayors of combined authorities. The Cambridgeshire and Peterborough and West of England mayors are the only two mayors to hold a general power of competence granted through local consent mechanisms, but neither currently exercise police and crime commissioner functions. The Home Office asked respondents to consider whether there were any equality impacts with granting police and crime commissioners with either a wider functional power or a general power of competence. It said that whilst it was recognised that equality impacts would need to be considered carefully on a case-by-case basis as police and crime commissioners used their powers, and that police and crime commissioners were bound by the public sector equality duty when they did so, no specific negative impacts were identified under the equality duty. The government response confirms that primary legislation was necessary to provide police and crime commissioners with these wider powers, and that it would seek to implement the measures through the next appropriate legislative vehicle. The Home Office intends to provide both English and Welsh police and crime commissioners with the same wider power of competence. In other words, they will simply create new legislation, again, to cover their decisions, just like a child changing the rules of a game because they're losing. Bearing in mind that the list of respondents to this consultation were only councils, police forces and fire and rescue services. Zero input from the public, considering all of these people work for us and are paid through our taxes. I find it incredible that they're discussing this among themselves and not requesting public input. Actually, no, I don't. It's just what we'd expect from a government who cares not about the people but is more interested in giving themselves more powers. I am concerned about the new power to charge and trade. There is little information as to what this exactly means, but the police or police and crime commissioner being able to charge for anything when we pay them already doesn't seem like a very good idea to me. Very big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.